Skrill, let me ask you this, and I know the answer to some of this, but I'd like for you to go into it here, if you will. Talk to me about blockchain events. How many have you been to? Do you like going? Is it something you enjoy doing? I know it's different than meeting over the phone, right? So talk to me about attending blockchain events. What's your take on that?
Oh, I've now I go to a lot of blockchain events. So I go to pretty much a grassroots event every week. I try and go to a conference every month to keep because the space moves so fast. You have to keep your knowledge level up. Otherwise, you don't know the latest things that are coming out. So I've been to lots of events, but I'm going to tell you about the first one when I didn't know anything really about Web3. This is going back to, I think, last year, September. I've been in the ecosystem for a few months. I build up my kind of connections within Secret Network. I've been a secret agent for a few months. I've done a few tasks, but I went on my own accord to Lisbon to Cosmoverse, and over there I met Tor, who is the leader of the Secret Foundation. I met Brendan, who's one of my co-leads, along with Ertuman, Wesley, Jeremy, and Sean over at the Secret Agency. And I met Jay, who's a pretty prolific validator. He runs Shadow Realm. And I didn't really know what to expect at all. I'd never been to a crypto conference before. I've been to lots and lots of food industry conferences and that kind of thing, but I didn't know what to say to people when I was on the booth. So what I did, I just followed those guys around like a ghost, kind of listening into the conversations that they were having, and I kind of pieced together what they were talking about, mixed it in with the knowledge that I'd learned over the past few months, and then now I'm the one that goes to those presentations, gives the presentations, and meets potential partners at events. So they gave me an opportunity to just kind of shadow them. And then when I got back home, they were like, right, do you want to do this more often? Do you want to do it part-time, full-time eventually? And that's how this all happened.
Lay the foundation. I think a lot of us have similar stories to tell. I know I do for sure. That may be the answer to my next question. I don't know. Perhaps it's not. What do you consider to be your biggest challenge since joining Secret Network? And how did you overcome it? And like, have you overcome it yet? Is it something you're still working on, or do you even have like what do you consider to be like your biggest challenge to this point?
Yeah, it's definitely convincing people with a developer brain that they need people with a community brain, and vice versa. I think breaking down those barriers, translating information from developers to something that everybody can read and understand is the biggest challenge. Humans are strange creatures, after all. I'm definitely better with humans than machines, but I think that we're overcoming that now by we're putting secret agents into every area of the network that we possibly can to be like the translators or the educators or the communication liaisons and that kind of thing. So yeah, we're all over the secret network. We're the kind of the glue that holds it together.
Oh yeah, you're the backbone of the network. There's no doubt about it. People make this thing work, folks. Unless, in case anyone doesn't know that. So piggybacking off that question, let me hit you with this: what's your biggest achievement so far since getting here?
It's been a wild ride so far. I'd say the biggest achievement for me is the jam-packed Q3 progress report we just delivered for our new DAO. So that is just packed full of huge wins and achievements from the whole agency. Everyone that's been involved with that has just been working so hard in the last quarter and is now smashing it even harder in Q4. And yeah, for my personal achievements, I think getting to become a Web3 founder just over the last week there is probably pretty high up there. Um, Albeit without the Lamborghini with the scissor doors.
That's the goal. That's the end goal is to have the Lamborghini with the scissor doors.
Yeah, win Lambo, baby.
I'm saying, if that's not ever that's everyone's dream, isn't it? I mean, it's silly to suggest it's not, to be honest. Um, so I'm going to give you an opportunity to tell a story here. So this is all you, man, because I'm sure the audience would love to hear something else about you. Maybe something you've not talked about here about your time with Secret Network so far. So it can be fun, it can be inspirational, it can be sad if it has to be, whatever you got. But give me a story, man, something you can maybe share with us here today.
Yeah, absolutely. So I just got back from a university presentation in Glasgow in Scotland to 5 different universities in the UK. And yeah, we did a kind of privacy and careers talk. But I actually used to work as a chef there many years ago. And my main man, Nikos from Serenity Shields, is one of the DAP teams building on Secret, was kind of presenting with me, and we kind of like hit some of the old spots that I used to go in the city. So I was drinking beer with him in my favorite blues bar where I used to go and kick back after a hard night in the kitchen. We went to my favorite pizzeria as well, best pizzeria in the world, Paisano in Glasgow, in the Merchant City. And then we made an NFT of to kind of remind everyone and give out to all the students that came to the event. So in Glasgow City Centre, they have this statue of the Duke of Wellington. He's like riding a horse, kind of thing. But when the students go on a night out, they always put a traffic cone on this guy's head, right? So he's always got a traffic cone in the morning, and it's like a legendary thing. Like they sometimes decorate the traffic cone. So we made the secret NFT of the Duke of Wellington, and he's got a little black privacy cone on his head, and all the people that came to our event could mint it.
That's
And inside the NFT, there's actually a link to a Glasgow Web3 careers chat that we made. So that's like the secret data inside.
that's awesome. I was gonna say that's a great story, but you should have scaled that thing and put a privacy hat on its head, man. And that
Oh no, he's got the black cone with like privacy written across it.
that's awesome. We're gonna have to put that up here somewhere. That's very cool.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
and just so everyone out there knows, there's a constant need when we're on site somewhere to take the hat off, put it on something, and take a picture. I've done it too. It's weird. I don't know why, but it's a thing. In case anyone was wondering. So, talking about the secret agent program here today, man. Give me your goals. What are your goals as a secret agent lead? What would you like to do in the future?
My goal is to empower as many people as possible to take the plunge, the first step into Web3 with secret agents. So I firmly believe we're not going to break the status quo of this world without by continuing to toil for it. And it's really difficult for people to build up confidence and knowledge that they need to jump into Web3. So we're trying to break down those boundaries and make it easy for everyone to take the first step. We mentor people with who maybe haven't got um, the best level of skills, say as a designer or a writer. We take them and we put them with people who are very skilled and get them trained up. So yeah, I would say that is my main goal, to try and push as many people to take that first step into this new world.
I would say you're succeeding in that goal to this point, man. I think, I mean, we've all got a lot of work ahead of us, a lot of progress. There's a lot of progress to be made here, right? But honestly, the work you've done with the Secret Agents program should be commended, and it's applauded, honestly, from one end of the ecosystem to the next. I can promise you that.
Thank you kindly.
So, absolutely. And listen, as we close this out, this is your opportunity. And I've said before to others I've interviewed, I'm not necessarily asking you to sell the program. I don't know if I'd use that word, but give the people out there watching right now, give them something, man. Why should everyone watching this, in case they're not an agent, but they clicked on this, they found us on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, wherever they found us, and they're just curious about what is it we're talking about? Tell everyone watching, if they're not an agent right now, why should they become a secret agent today?
Well, there's 3 reasons. If you value your privacy, if you want to learn more about Web3, and also if you want to potentially become a professional in Web3, then you can find all the information and a really, really nice community to help you do all those things over at scrt.network/agents. I hope to see some of you there.
That you just made my job so much easier, man. You gave the website. That's awesome. Um, So listen, Skrilla, I got to thank you again, man, for taking the time out to hang out with me here today. Is there anything you'd like to leave us with in terms of projects maybe that we should know about? And how can people find you on social media if you'd like to share that?
Yeah, so I'm Secret Skrilla on most forms of social media: Twitter, Telegram, Discord, I believe. So you can find me there. In terms of projects, I would keep an eye on. So we actually run a beta testers working group. If you become an agent and you join that working group, you're going to get access to the hottest new projects that are being developed. So at the moment, there's a healthcare DApp that is in testing called Abacus. It's sort of like a imagine like a COVID test results, or like a lab test results you get from a hospital, bringing that stuff on chain via secret network. So that's quite cool. But we do have a new opportunity every week to test something that's completely new that nobody else has seen yet. So just check out the beta testers working group.
Very cool. Very cool. And as always, kids, as you can well imagine, we're all over Discord. So you can definitely find Skrilla there, get in touch, ask whatever questions you need to ask, and I'm sure he'd be glad to answer them for you. Skrilla, thanks so much again, man. I'll see you around soon. And yeah, I appreciate your time here today, man. Thanks again.
Thank you, Tom. I'll see you around.
Absolutely. Well, there you have it, kids. There is Skrilla, Secret Agent Lead for the Secret Agents program. That's going to do it for us here today. If this episode has inspired you, come join our community of secret agents and get started today on your own mission. Like in the next 5 minutes, man, it's that quick, honestly. Agents collaborate on important projects, get access to secret events, earn unique rewards, NFTs, secret swag. You didn't miss that, did you? And they do all of that while they help us defend privacy of the decentralized web all around the world. I'll get it out. Visit us online at scrt.network/agents. As Skrilla said, he stole my thunder, to join the Secret Agent program and get started on your journey today. As always, follow Secret Network's social media channels to stay updated on the latest news and announcements in the secret ecosystem. And that's going to do it for us here today. We'll see you next time on the Secret Agent Showcase.